Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin has gotten a major pump directly into the significant resistance zone. You should definitely be very careful now. Let me show you why. Now, first you're going to see Bitcoin is right now with this entire push towards the upside, breaking a very important level. Remember our yesterday's live stream and of course also my previous videos. We were talking about a quite important trendline area of resistance, and what we said right here, if Bitcoin is going to break our trend line towards the upside, it is definitely going to be a major bullish Bitcoin indication. Only a few hours ago, Bitcoin was definitely able to go above the level. We even got some kind of a bullish retest, and right now for sure we are getting right here a major pump towards the upside. And you're actually going to see right here people that fired a long or a buy trade approximately at this specific area. First of all, they got wrecked because of the rejection. And right now, because we are pumping towards the upside, probably they did not fire another long trade on the breakout right here, which simply means they missed the entire push towards the upside, and potentially right now, they might even look to fire another buy or a long trade. I'm not saying Bitcoin cannot continue higher right here, but the reality right now is we definitely hit a very important price target. We go right now with our golden Fibonacci ratio that is going to land at approximately 69,300 US dollars. And this specific area for sure is also aligning with another level, which is going to be the anchored VWAP from this specific high. Yes, at the moment at least, we are being slightly above our golden Fibonacci ratio and also slightly above our anchored VWAP. But so far, I would simply say we are still trading approximately at this specific zone of resistance. And even if you're right to look in our previous example of our anchored VWAP, you can actually see right here, we definitely got a very slight deviation above the anchored VWAP. Also right here, very slight deviation, and only after that Bitcoin got quite a significant push down all the way down to approximately 66,000 US dollar area, where of course we were looking to fire another long or buy trade. At the moment, I still do remain in approximately 15% of my entire Bitcoin long position from approximately 65,500 US dollars, and of course also on Ethereum, because definitely right now on this entire push toward the upside, I took some profits knowing that Bitcoin is right now as we speak trading at a very important price target. And also with my short trades, I did add some more capital to all of them pretty much because again, we are trading at a very important level. Later in the video, I'm even going to share with you what is going to be the next target if Bitcoin right now, right here, does continue higher. And of course also, I want to talk about a potential short or a sell position entry approximately from the area where Bitcoin is trading as of right now. But also, let me right now show you exactly what has been happening in the order flow for the past few hours right here, because it really does seem like Bitcoin on the push toward the upside definitely got also a major push up on the CVD indicator. And what does it mean? The CVD indicator is measuring if buying or selling pressure is coming in the market. And of course, because right here we got a major push towards the upside, that was definitely a bullish indication of Bitcoin because the price actually followed. But then suddenly we got another push up right here on the CVD indicator. Bitcoin got some kind of a lower high, and also the open interest, if you look like that, got also another push towards the upside. And what does it mean? People at the area where we are as right now, and of course also approximately at this specific level, they were firing brand new long or buy trades. Remember, usually you want to fire a long position at the area of support, something we were doing right here with Bitcoin and also Ethereum long position after a successful liquidity grab or a swing failure pattern. Of course, don't get me wrong, I am not saying Bitcoin cannot continue higher from the area where we are, but the reality is usually you want to buy low and usually you want to sell high. Right now, are we high or are we low? Clearly, we are trading at a very important level, and actually also going on the 1 hour time frame, going with the Fibonacci extension, going from the low here back to the high, back towards the low, Bitcoin only a few minutes ago actually hit another 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension price target. So clearly right now, where we are, in my opinion, the only two things you can be doing: potentially potentially take profit on the long trades, or maybe even to fire another short or sell trade. That is right why I would really appreciate if you can right now smash up the like button, because 1000 likes right here are definitely possible. And of course also, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now, let me share with you about another very important level that was hit only a few minutes ago. I am going to refresh the website here for us to have the latest data. We are going to go here with the symbol, looking at the entire Bitcoin liquidation heat map, and going right now on the 1 week time frame first, because what you're right now going to see only a few minutes ago, with this latest push toward the upside, slightly above our golden Fibonacci ratio, Bitcoin has hit quite an important and quite a significant bearish liquidations cluster. So that definitely right now means people that were holding short or sell positions right now probably already got liquidated with this entire push toward the upside. But also right now, when we are zooming out on the 2 week time frame, what you're right now going to see, yes, a very similar story as on the 1 week time frame. The biggest liquidation cluster yesterday was actually above those specific highs, but it does look like it was moved lower, exactly towards the area where Bitcoin is as right now. So clearly right now, we hit a major liquidations cluster, and also we hit a major price target of our golden Fibonacci ratio, and also the anchored VWAP, and also, if you look like that, the 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension level. Again, it's a major level. I am not saying we cannot go higher right here, because later in the video, I am going to show you what is going to be the next target, but the reality right now is you need to approach the chart as objectively as possible, and right now knowing we are trading at a very important area of resistance, no way I would look to fire another long or buy position on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course also on many other different altcoins. Now, additionally, what if we right now go with our exponential moving averages on the 1 hour time frame? You're actually going to see that only a few hours ago we were able to get a bullish cross, which right now means Bitcoin is moving in an average uptrend on the 1 hour time frame. But on the other hand, on the 2 hourly, we are still in a downtrend. On the 4 hourly, we are still in a downtrend, because simply the 200 EMA is above the 50 EMA, which right now simply means we are at the resistance in some kind of a downtrend, at least looking right here on the 4 hourly, on the 2 hourly, and of course also if you look like that on the daily time frame, where you're right now going to see Bitcoin has also hit only a few minutes ago the 50 exponential moving average, almost exactly to the dollar accuracy. But again, if we go higher, what is going to be our next important price target, which then simply means Bitcoin is probably going to liquidate even more people that are right now holding their short or sell trade. So the next target is actually going to be a very simple one. We go on the daily time frame, and we need to talk about a major trendline area of resistance when we do connect the all-time high with the lower high. You can now see a major level of resistance on Bitcoin is going to come in at approximately 73,000 US dollars. And trust me right now, this specific target is really not a random one. Going with the high term time frame areas of resistances, I would say the most important one, it is going to be the weekly high term time frame level, coming in approximately at our trend line, again at 73,000 US dollars. Now, additionally, what we can do right here, we go on the 4 hourly, because slightly lower than our weekly, Bitcoin also does have another golden Fibonacci ratio, going right now with Fibonacci retracement from the high here back towards the low. It really does look like that the golden Fibonacci ratio is not coming in exactly at the weekly, but slightly lower. But I would actually say this area, it's going to be more of a zone, especially also because we do have right here another recent high for liquidity purposes. So clearly it does look like golden Fibonacci ratio aligning with the liquidity level, aligning some kind of nicely with the weekly, and of course also aligning beautifully with a major trend line area of resistance. So definitely, if we do go right now higher, this right here, in my opinion, is then going to be another very important price target. However, again, as we said before, we trade from level to level, and right now already Bitcoin is trading at a very important area of resistance where, in my opinion, potentially you might even look to fire another short or a sell trade, simple invalidation level above the area of resistance, looking potentially potentially right here for another quite a significant push down. And later in the video, I'm going to actually show you exactly what can be our price targets with our short trade. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us right now on Pionex, not only you can use trading bots completely for free, but actually you register on Pionex using this specific link down below in the description, and only after you register you get 50 USDT completely for free. Then also make sure you deposit, because you're going to get even bigger bonuses. You deposit 1,000, you get 500 USDT completely for free. You deposit 10,000, you get 1,000 US dollars completely for free using this specific link down below in the description. You can trade on Pionex, and of course also you can deploy some very nice trading bots and additionally get some beautiful trading bonuses as well. Now also let me share with you some kind of a bearish indication already happening right now on the daily and also on the weekly time frame, not only on one indicator but actually on two. First, let's go with the Ehler stochastic TG oscillator on the daily time frame, where you're right now clearly going to see the indicator is right now already being in the overbought area, which technically speaking means some kind of a bearish Bitcoin indication, because last time we were in the overbought area, it was right here when we topped out, and Bitcoin right here got another major push down. We were overbought right here, major push down, and right now again we are clearly being in the overbought area. And not only that, on the weekly time frame, of course today is Monday, we got another push up. We are being right here in the overbought area. So in my opinion, what can that potentially mean? It means Bitcoin is right now going to top out already where we are as right now, or simply potentially get another push towards the upside, hit our major trendline area of resistance, and only right here at approximately 72, 73, maybe even 74,000 US dollar area, then get a major rejection back down. But again, because we trade from level to level, I'm not going to directly target our trendline area of resistance. First, I want to try a short position where we are as right now. Let's see if we get some kind of a rejection back down. If not, I get stopped out on my short trade, looking for another push up, probably above our recent high at least, or ideally, as we said before, towards our major trendline area of resistance. Now, additionally, another bearish indication is right now also confirmed on the Bitcoin semi futures chart, because on this one right here, you're going to see we right now have a brand new semi gap at approximately, let's just say, 67,100 or 200 US dollar area. And this right here is actually right now definitely going to be a bearish indication, because approximately 90% of all of the semi gaps get filled sooner rather than later. So it could potentially right now mean, because Bitcoin is right now trading at a major level, we might even be expecting for another major rejection back towards the upside in the upcoming days. Now, additionally, you can see something we already talked about in our yesterday's live stream. Approximately at this specific area, we do have a lot of liquidity. So not only we do have this semi gap right here, but also if Bitcoin does go lower, we have our first higher low right here. Then, of course, we have another one slightly lower, which is going to be another very important liquidity level. But also right here, another liquidity level slightly lower at approximately 65,600 US dollars. So definitely right now, there is another reason why potentially we might be looking right here for a rejection back down, approximately from the area where we are, or simply if we then go higher, approximately from 74,000 US dollars from our major trendline area of resistance. Now, also, when you go with the RSI indicator and also with the money flow indicator on the 4-hourly, clearly we are being in the overbought area. And let me right now show you the last time the RSI on the 4-hourly was so overbought. Let me actually mark out this specific level where you're going to notice. Actually, I'm also going to mark this exact level on the money flow, and you can right now see overbought area at approximately the same level was hit on the RSI indicator when Bitcoin was trading at approximately 76,000 US dollars. It was the ultimate top. Bitcoin then got a major rejection back down. Also right here, overbought area, major push down. Right here, we were approximately at the exact same area on the RSI indicator, major push down. Now, again, do not get me wrong, I am not saying Bitcoin must right now get a push down. All I'm saying right here is that we are right now at a very important level. We hit a major liquidations cluster right here. Also, Bitcoin does have a major semi gap slightly lower. So, in my opinion, we do have right here quite a high probability of getting a rejection back towards downside. If it doesn't happen, sure, I am going to get stopped out on my short trades right here on Bitcoin and also on Ethereum. But the thing is, because it's such a nice level, I'm definitely trading with probabilities. And of course, also when we are trading right here, you definitely need to have proper risk management, because in case we do go higher, in case we are wrong on our idea, in this scenario, we are looking right here for another major push up. Now, also, what is actually going to be the first very nice support area when Bitcoin does potentially right now start rejecting back down? The first level I'm going to be aware of right here is actually not going to be our liquidity zone right here. We can go right here with the fixed range volume profile, measuring the entire bottom price action, and you can now see the point of control on Bitcoin is coming in at approximately 67,900 US dollars. We go right here with Fibonacci, we go from the low back towards the high, and it really does look like the golden Fibonacci ratio is coming in almost exactly at the biggest volume cluster. So definitely the first support level is the golden pocket and the point of control, but definitely most likely if we go towards this specific area, the semi gap on Bitcoin right here is probably then going to get filled. So those levels right here, the point of control and also the golden Fibonacci ratio, can simply right here be our first take profit if potentially right here right now you're maybe even looking to enter another short or sell trade with proper risk management, with proper stop loss, and also with proper position size. That is right why if you want to trade with us, take advantage of the free bonuses on Pionex Exchange. You register with my link, you get 50 USDT completely for free, and then also make sure you deposit, because you're going to get beautiful bonuses. You deposit 1,000, you get 500 USDT completely for free using this specific link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.